Hi friends, my name is Jacqueline Rose and this is my oracle reading for the week of the 15th. So I picked 3 cards for you today. One is Sanat Kumara and it says, your internal guidance is coming through loud and clear. Shine your light. The second card I picked for you is Lady Venus. And it is downloads and understanding. Truth is being revealed. Deep insights are coming from the heaven and the astral realms. And the last card I picked for you is Falling in Love, Kiss the Divine in others and in yourself. Okay, so I'm going to read the first 2 messages to you. Okay, so first one is Lady Venus. Hearing high-pitched noises, seeing flickers of lights, and having the sense that beings are visiting you in your sleep are all signs that you are receiving downloads from the heavens. Whenever this is happening, spend some time in contemplation so that you can ask the universe what you really need to know. This card also represents downloads of information being revealed by your mind. Know that the universe sees you as capable of healing soul-centered information that will help you and others reach a new level of understanding. Okay, and then the next message, sorry, takes me a hot minute every time when they're in the same book. So it is, you are here to light up the world. You may feel that you are being pushed or that there is a lot going on at once. And this is because your energy is magnetic to others and they want it in their life. Take the time to listen to your inner voice. Remember the cosmic light of heaven and draw it into you. That is all you need to do to inspire the world. These are like things I always say. And then there's the Lovers and Falling in Love. And I don't read this card because they're very long. I'll just tell you what I think this 3 messages, what these 3 cards represent to me. So what this tells me is that y'all might be getting some insight from the other side, okay? When you see repetitive numbers, okay? This is a sign. If it's constant, okay, every once in a while it is little signs, but for me at least, when it was so constant, I had to pay attention. Okay, music speaks to me. I get downloads of information, meaning getting things that download into my brain that don't feel like they're from myself. Okay. And I also get visions in my meditations. I get flashes of all kinds of stuff. I get flashes of pictures. I get kaleidoscopes. I see Indians. I see aliens. I see it all. I see some things that are scary as well. And so these 2 cards are telling me that you may be receiving guidance from the other side, but it's very important to be very aware. I talked about this in a video that I did recently about being in the present moment. And if you don't know what that looks like, being in the present moment is kind of feeling your body. Like right now, I'm in this present moment and what am I doing? And I can feel inside my body and I'm here. And I'm not thinking about things from the future or the past, because when you're doing that, you're not actually absorbing the present moment. So you may miss out on a lot of signals and guidance that the other side is trying to show you, to guide you. When you are able to have this connection with the other side, and I can understand how some people don't believe in that, but when you experience it for yourself, there's no going back, I'm telling you, okay? There's no going back to believing any other way, because you start experiencing your world change. And so if you have a curiosity, or maybe this is true, I would suggest you go with that, okay? Because once you think to yourself, maybe this is a possibility, maybe angels, maybe my ancestors are trying to communicate with me, then the more you believe, the more you receive, okay? Once I really wholeheartedly was like, oh shit, what the hell is going on, is when I got more messages. And to be quite honest with you, now that I'm here, I look back at years and I always got flashes of lights and these messages, and I ignored them. They literally were right in front of my face and I ignored them. Partly because I wasn't in the present moment. I was always thinking about other things. And so I want you to check that. If you think that there's a sign, it's a sign, okay? Don't question it. It is a sign. So go with that. And for instance, to know a sign, let's say, what happened the other day? There was something that I was looking at and it was resonating with me. I was on my phone and it was resonating with me. And I just was like, oh, what time it was? And it was 222. So in my mind, for me, that is a message that this idea is something that I need to pay attention to, okay? Sometimes I'll hear whispers of stuff in my ear. Mostly in meditation, I'll get flashes. If some of these things are happening to you, or you're having vivid dreams, I tell a lot of people, write down as soon as you get up, because you'll forget them, write down your dreams, write down your visions after you meditate, because you can start to see a theme, or you can start to look for them the next day. What happens to me is I see a lot of things in my meditation, and the next day they'll present themselves to me, and I'll be like, oh my God, I saw that in my meditation. That's crazy. So it's like they're trying to communicate, but you have to start your own dialogue with the other side, with angels, with ancestors, with the divine, okay? And it's saying to me that you have the power to shine your light. All of us have these abilities. I say that over and over again. I'm not special. I've just gone to very low spots where I feel like Source had to go, hey, I'm stepping in and I'm showing you I'm here, right? I'm letting you know. And I did other measures too to really connect. But it's saying that you have the power to change people around you because you have some of these abilities yourself. And like I said, everybody has these abilities. Some people have stronger abilities, some people have weaker, and some people are so fogged up in their brain they can't even tell that they're getting signs from the universe all the time, okay? And that's how I was most of my life until I'm over here. And I was like, oh, this has been leading me. I can't believe I didn't see it. And then it says, falling in love with kissing the divine and another and yourself. And to me, I mean, this card is a beautiful card. And what really stands out to me is the love between both of them. And then you see the heavens. And for me, it was such a invigorating, I don't know why I don't usually say that word, but invigorating experience for me. I fell in love with Source. I fell in love with the divine. I mean, it brought me to tears that I fell so deeply in love with the thing that created all of us and everything. And I think that's what it's saying, is to fall in love with yourself and fall in love with the notion of this higher power. And I always say you can call it whatever name you want. Too many people fight over that. It doesn't matter what the name is. It could be the Big Boom theory, okay? That too. Big Boom created everything in existence. That was a power. What is that power? It created us, okay? So fall in love with that. It's creation, it's life, it's leading you, it's trying to help you. But if you ignore it, or if you get the signs, and then you ignore it and you stay in the same spot, and sometimes, a lot of the times, Source will force you out of a situation, okay? If you are in a relationship that is very bad for you, maybe the person cheats on you. Instead of going, I'm a victim to this, that person wasn't good for me. Maybe you're in a job and you lose your job, or you're no longer making enough money. Then that is an indication that it's trying to force you out of your comfort zone and get you in another, position in your life, in a better. But if you keep digging your heels in, you're not going to get the signs and you're not going to have movement. Look, I had these visions of this, that I needed to do this. I needed to speak to people. I needed to learn this. I needed to learn how to coach. I needed to learn how to guide. I had this vision. I had this feeling. I had this overwhelming energy in me, and I couldn't ignore it. So I had to do things that were out of my comfort zone. And it led me to something beautiful. I have amazing connections with people now. It just changed my life because I was pushed. I mean, the divine just showed me all the time, just showing me. And I was like, okay, I gotta listen. I gotta do this. I gotta get out of my comfort zone. And I gotta just not care what people think. And this is telling me that you have the ability, and maybe you're seeing the signs, but don't dig your heels in. Go do something that scares you a little bit. Go do something that you always wish you wanted to do. You know, don't be scared. Do it. And fall in love with that life force. This isn't a coincidence. This whole existence, this life, a lot of things had to come together for us to be here now. It's not a coincidence. There's a purpose to all of it. So fall in love with that purpose, and then open your eyes to the divine and the signs, and it will guide you and it will lead you, and you will be in the best spot. Like, I'm not where I want to be, but God, God, 2 years ago, this was not my plan at all. I didn't even have plans. I was in survival. And now I have a whole new different world, and I have these amazing connections with people that I wouldn't take back for the world. I'm so glad that Source, God, Allah, Buddha, Jesus, whoever pushed me out of my comfort zone and made me do things that scared the shit out of me, you know? So that's what it says to me. This is the overall message. I hope this inspires you. I hope you have a beautiful week. Have a great spring break. Have a great St. Patty's Day. And I love you all. Much love.